Good evening, students. We'll begin with chapter 4 in history today, that is freedom struggle of 1857. Okay, so I'll quickly share the PPT with you guys. This was just to show you the chapter which you have. Fine. So I'll begin with the PowerPoint presentation. It becomes easier. So along with your textbook, we'll try to understand the presentation which is there over here. So talking about India, we very well know that it was under the rule of Britishers. हमें बहुत अच्छे से पता है that India was completely under the control of the Britain Empire. Britain देश का जो राजा था वो इंडिया का राजा था and by the time it is 1857, जब तक 1857 ये साल आता है, for the first time the Indians are gonna fight against the Britishers. तो ऑफिशियली अगर इंडिया के लोगों ने पहली बार अगर ब्रिटिशर्स के अगेंस्ट अगर लड़ाई की है, then when did this exactly happen? It happened in 1857. Okay, so 1857 ये जो लड़ाई हुई in between the Indians and the Britishers for the very first time when we had a face off against the Britishers in 1857, ये एक दिन में अचानक से उस साल में लड़ाई नहीं होती है. इसके रीजंस 1857 के पहले 100 साल में छिपे हुए हैं. सो 1857 के पहले बहुत सारे ऐसे स्ट्रगल्स थे जो इंडियंस ने फेस किए थे अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिशर्स. सो 1857 का जो लड़ाई होता है in between the Indians and the Britishers, it just didn't happen in that year all of a sudden. The reasons lie behind almost a century ago. 100 साल पहले के ये reasons है जो एक साथ accumulate हो के फिर 1857 में finally revolt होगा. Okay, so 1857, yes, the whole country will come together and they will fight against the Britishers. But this didn't suddenly just happen in 1 year. It is not just happening in 1 year, but rather there were many struggles which took place before 1857. And finally, it led to a huge big war against the Britishers. So I hope you guys have understood till here. Just give me a minute. Okay. So I'll just give you some extra information besides this. 1857 के पहले अगर देखा जाए, it is somewhere in the year 1616. मतलब मैं इससे almost 200 साल पहले की बात कर रही हूँ. That Britishers had already come down to India. मतलब 1857 में हम जो सारे इंडियंस मिल के ब्रिटेन के खिलाफ लड़ाई कर रहे हैं, the reasons lie before almost 200 years, that is in the year 1616 from where it all starts. Now the war which is going to happen in 1857 में जो war होगा, इसका इंस्पिरेशन आगे आने वाले जितने भी रेवोल्यूशनरीज है, जितने भी फ्रीडम फाइटर्स है, they will take into consideration. So 1857 revolt was a failure. Indians, we lost battle against the Britishers, but we learned many lessons out of it. When we Indians are learning many lessons out of this 1857 revolt, finally, when India will get its independence in the year 1847, our freedom fighters, our revolutionaries, they took all that inspiration from the war which happened in 1857. हम लड़ाई क्यों हार जाते हैं, इस चीज को वो लोग मद्देनजर रखते हैं. They keep that thing in mind, and then later on they will fight the forthcoming battles with the Britishers. Okay, so whether we talk about Mahatma Gandhi, whether we talk about Subhash Chandra Bose, whether we talk about Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who are supposed to be our forthcoming freedom fighters, they are going to look back to this event, they are going to look back to this year 1857, and then they are going to fight for the forthcoming mass movements. So here whom you can see on the screen, his name is Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. He's also known as Swatantra Veer Damodar Savarkar. So when 1857 this revolt happened, 1857 की जो लड़ाई होगी उसके exactly 50 साल के बाद, so somewhere around 50 years ahead of this 1857 revolt, Veer Damodar Savarkar, he into the prison cell. उनको अंडमान निकोबार आइलैंड्स पे उनको काला पानी एरिया में उनको बंद किया गया है, प्रिजन सेल में है. And he looks back to this event which happened 50 years back. वो 50 साल पहले इंडिया में जो वॉर हुआ था ब्रिटिशर्स के अगेंस्ट, उसको याद करते हैं. And he names this event as the Indian War of Independence 1857. And he writes down a book on this. तो वो एक बुक लिखते हैं और ये बुक का नाम है इंडियन वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस 1857. इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज द फर्स्ट वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस. आजादी के लिए, इंडिपेंडेंस के लिए, फॉर द वेरी फर्स्ट टाइम व्हेन वी इंडियंस वी फाइट अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिशर्स in 1857. He recollects that entire event and then he is going to write it down in his book. So that's the book which he had written down then. I hope you guys have understood till here. There are no queries till here. So now we will look at the underlying reasons to the revolt of 1857. 1857 का revolt क्यों होता है, उसके अभी हम लोग reasons समझना चाहेंगे. So here we see that from 1763 से लेके 1857 तक there are many things which happen in between. 1857 के ठीक मैं 100 साल पहले अगर जाऊं approximate, then it is 1763. So from 1763 till 1857, we see that we Indians had faced a lot against the Britishers. Especially when I talk about the peasants, जब भी मैं farmers की बात करूं, peasants की बात करूं, here on the map what you can see, the pink shaded region, that was Bengal of Britishers in those days. ये Britishers के ज़माने का Bengal state था. यहाँ पे in this province of Bengal, the farmers, the peasants were miserably suffering against the Britishers. Those peasants who could not pay the taxes to the Britishers, those peasants who could not pay back the loans to the zamindars, to the money lenders, these peasants were being tortured, they were being flogged, their lands were being confiscated. तो यहाँ पे 1763 से लेके 1857 तक ये peasants जो थे, ये farmers जो थे बंगाल के, ये ब्रिटिशर्स के खिलाफ बहुत कुछ मोर्चा निकालते हैं. They do a lot of mass movements against the Britishers. So here we see that the peasants of Bengal, they were being led by sannyasis and those fakirs. Sannyasi, he is a Hindu monk. एक हिंदुइज्म में जो साधु बाबा होता है उसको सन्यासी बोला जाता है, और मुस्लिम्स के जो सेंट्स होते हैं उनको फकीर बोला जाता है. So there were sannyasis and there were fakirs in Bengal who led a mass movement of peasants against the Britishers. But unfortunately, the peasants lose against these Britishers. All these farmers and the common people of Bengal, they became extremely bankrupt. They had no money. They had nothing left in their hands. They did not even have a house to live in. And more than that, by the time it is 1770, जब तक हम 70 साल में पहुंचते हैं, बंगाल रीजन फेसेस ह्यूज famines. बंगाल में बड़े बड़े famines आ जाते हैं. And all over India, we see that there were some 12 major famines that the whole India had faced, in which, as I told you in the previous lecture, there were almost 90 lakh people who lost their lives. So these are few of the pictures which you can see here on the screen, wherein we see that there are these peasants, the common people of Bengal. Their dead bodies are just lying there on the streets. They have been just brought down to bones and skin. There's nothing left in their body. They don't have any food to eat, क्योंकि food grains Bengal में cultivate होते ही नहीं हैं, और अगर cultivate होते हैं तो वो export हो जाते हैं. So these people did not have anything to eat. More than that, the taxes were so high कि इनके लिए खाना buy करना भी बहुत महंगा हो चुका था. Okay, so that is about 1770. इसके अलावा हम देखते हैं कि पूरे इंडिया में ब्रिटिशर्स के खिलाफ छोटे छोटे रिवोल्ट्स होते हैं before 1857. So there were small revolts which happened in Gujarat, they happened in Rajasthan, in South India and even in Maharashtra. तो ये कुछ states के लोग थे जो ब्रिटिशर्स के खिलाफ आए दिन छोटे मोटे revolts निकालते थे, मोर्चे निकालते थे, and then they used to fight and then they used to finally lose. But here we'll specially talk about the state of Maharashtra. Here in Maharashtra, there was a leader and his name was Umaji Nayak. This leader in Maharashtra, who is Umaji Nayak, he is going to gather all the Ramoshis and the young crowd of Maharashtra. रामोशीज कौन होते हैं? ये फार्मर्स कैटेगरी में आते हैं. सो दीज आर बेसिकली फार्मर्स फ्रॉम महाराष्ट्र and all the youngsters from Maharashtra, they have been brought all together under one roof. इन सबको एक साथ लाया जाता है under the leadership of उमाजी नायक. So उमाजी नायक ये जितने भी फार्मर्स थे, ये जितने भी यंगस्टर्स थे जो ब्रिटिशर्स के खिलाफ खड़े रहना चाहते हैं, उन सबको एक साथ लेकर आते हैं. And then first we see that they drew a declaration. पहले वो एक ड्राफ्ट बनाते हैं that why are they angry against these Britishers, what complaints, what grievances, what issues do they have against these Britishers. Later on they tried to appeal the British government. फिर उन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट किया ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट को कि प्लीज हमारे प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व कर दो, लेकिन फिर भी ब्रिटिशर्स उनकी कोई मानते नहीं हैं. So finally these Ramoshis and the local youth of Maharashtra under the leadership of Umaji Nayak, they decided to overthrow the Britishers. So here Umaji Nayak, he gathers all the Ramoshis, he gathers all the youth of Maharashtra. First, they put out all the complaints, the grievances against the Britishers. They request the Britishers, they appeal the Britishers to solve their issues. But since the Britishers are not listening to them, since they turn a deaf ear to them, that is why we finally see that they decided to overthrow the British rule. So what do they exactly do? महाराष्ट्र के अलग-अलग areas में फिर revolt होते हैं. So in the district of Ahmednagar of Maharashtra, in the district of Nashik, Solapur and Pune, we see that these Ramoshis and youngsters, they fought against the Britishers. Especially when I talk about पुणे में एक एरिया आता है जिसका नाम भोर है. So even there we see that there is a huge big revolt against the Britishers taking place over here. By the time we see that 1 year passes ahead, एक साल निकल जाता है, and then in Pune we see that Umaji Nayak, he was being caught hold of, he was being arrested, and in front of the entire crowd he had been hanged. This is how one huge big revolt in Maharashtra comes to an end. ये सब बात तो 1857 के पहले की है. तो 1857 के पहले ऐसे छोटी छोटी चीजें होती रहती थी. So there were such small revolts which used to happen all over India before 1857. Here, as of now, we were just talking about farmers. Okay. Now, apart from the farmers, we talk about the Indian tribes. All the tribal people, all the Adivasis, all the forest communities, even they were angry against these Britishers. हम आदिवासीज की बात करें, ट्राइबल्स की बात करें, whether we talk about the forest communities, these people they live in the jungle areas. ये जंगलों में रहते हैं, forest areas में रहते हैं. So उनका रोज रोज का गुजारा किधर से निकलता है? It is from the forest resources. जो forest से resources मिलते हैं, fruits, whether it is wood or whether there are other forest activities, through those, these tribal people, they used to earn their money, they used to earn their livelihood. But by the time we had Britishers in India, they introduced various new laws. वो नए नए कानून निकालते हैं, जिसकी वजह से हम देखते हैं that these tribal people, the Adivasis, are extremely angry against the Britishers. And they started fighting against the Britishers then. So we had Gonds, that is the name of a tribe, which fought against the Britishers in Odisha. Santhal, ये भी एक tribe था जिन्होंने बिहार में fight किया था against the Britishers. Gatkaris, these are again the tribal people of Kolhapur who are fighting against the Britishers. Fon Savan, these are again the tribes which are fighting against the Britishers in Konkan. कोलम एरिया में जो आदिवासी रहते थे, they used to fight against the Britishers in Chota Nagpur. So these are the names which you guys need to remember. These are some of the tribal people who fought against various, British officers in various areas of India. I hope you guys have understood till here. In case if there are any queries, just post it in the chat box. I'll read them later and we'll solve them. Okay. Fine. So I just want you to have a quick look over your textbook now. The name of the book of V.D. Savarkar here. Okay, right now we are discussing this part of the chapter. Okay, this whole thing as of now. We just studied the names of the tribe which are from here. So I hope you guys have understood till here. We'll go ahead with the PowerPoint presentation now. Okay, so these are the names of the tribe and the tribal areas which you guys need to remember then. Now, apart from the tribes and apart from the farmers, we see that there were zamindars and there were royal classes in India, the kings, the queens, the zamindars, the landholders who were again fighting against the Britishers. They were facing various atrocities from the Britishers. So we'll understand this more into details. Here, we'll take an example of the state of Odisha. So everybody knows the state of Odisha. It was previously called as Orissa. Now the name has been changed to Odisha. So here, as we are taking the example of Odisha, Odisha में Britishers के आने के पहले, before Britishers they came to this land of Odisha, we see that since the medieval times, that means around from 1500 AD, तो Britishers के आने के almost 500,000 साल पहले से ओडिशा में एक सिस्टम चलता था wherein the king of Odisha, he was the one who was the head of the entire kingdom. ओडिशा का जो राजा था वो ओडिशा में पाइका सिस्टम चलाता था. So now what is paika system exactly? The king, he is the one who is looking after the entire kingdom of Odisha. Now this king, he has divided his kingdom. अपने पूरे किंगडम की जमीन को डिवाइड किया है amongst the paikas. Now who are these paikas exactly? Paikas were the farmers who used to live in Odisha. ओडिशा में रहने वाले जो farmers थे इनको paikas बोला जाता है. These farmers, they used to do cultivation on the lands of Odisha for the lands which were being given to them by the king. King, he is the head of the kingdom. Now the king is telling these farmers that you don't need to pay me any taxes. तुम्हें मुझे कोई tax pay नहीं करने हैं. Instead of that, मैं अपने साम्राज्य का जो जमीन है वो तुम लोगों के बीच में बांट रहा हूँ. तुम यहाँ पे खेती बाड़ी करो. You earn your livelihood out of it. But on one condition, that whenever any enemy attacks over my kingdom, you people will have to fight against them. So these paikas, these farmers, were actually the ones who knew the military warfare. They knew martial arts, उनको martial arts आता था, उनको weapons use करना आता था, उनको self defense आता था. So what used to happen? The king is taking the military support from these paikas. So under the paika system, what exactly happens? The king gives rent-free lands to the paikas. फ्री में अपनी देता है farmers को. In return, these farmers, they are giving a military help to the king. ये farmers जो है वो राजा को military support देते हैं in return. But by the time it is 1803, जब तक हम 1803 साल में आते हैं, Britishers, they had captured the whole land of Odisha. When Britishers, they captured the whole territory of Odisha, तो पाइकास के पास जो भी जमीन थी वो ब्रिटिशर्स ने कैप्चर कर ली. Now these paikas were extremely angry. Their lands had been taken away by the Britishers. That means the livelihood of these paikas was also taken away by Britishers. All these paikas will come together under the leadership of Bakshi Jagannath Bandhu Bindyadhar. He is one of the leaders in Odisha. He is also a farmer. So under his leadership, all the paikas will come together They will have a war, they'll have a revolt against the Britishers in the year 1817. But here we see that Pikas, they lost the battle, and by the time it is 1857, these Pikas shall participate in that revolt of 1857. I hope you guys have understood till here. If there are any queries, just post it in the chat box then. Okay. So we'll move ahead with the next topic, and that is about the Indian soldiers. So there were many Indian soldiers who used to work in the British Army. इंडिया में ब्रिटिशर्स रूल करते थे, तो इंडिया में ये जो ब्रिटिशर्स रूल करते थे उनकी आर्मी इंडिया में हमेशा रहती थी. सो ब्रिटिशर्स दे हैड देयर स्टैंडिंग आर्मी इन इंडिया, but in this British army there were many Indian sepoys, there were many Indian soldiers who used to work in. Now what is more important here, these Indian soldiers, when they used to work in the British army, they were being very ill treated. They were being paid 8 times less than the British soldiers. तो ये इंडियन सोल्जर्स जो ब्रिटिश आर्मी से बहुत ही नाखुश थे, जो ब्रिटिश सरकार से जरा भी खुश नहीं थे, they started, having small revolts. They started having small skirmishes, small fights against the Britishers. So when we talk about this area of Barakpur में इंडियन सोल्जर्स ब्रिटिशर्स के खिलाफ लड़ाई करते हैं in 1824, but they lost the battle. Again, by the time it is 1806, in Vellore, all these Indian soldiers, they came together and they fought against the Britishers, but they lost again. These Indian sepoys are so infuriated, these Indian sepoys are so angry against the Britishers that they shall all come together by the time it is 1857, and they will cumulatively fight against the Britishers then. So I hope you guys have understood till here. There are no queries till here before we move ahead with the chapter. So there is a question which is asked from Tanmay, that what is the previous name of Odisha? It was called as Orissa, as simple as that. Okay. So when we talk about this year 1857, as I told you, we Indians are going to have our very first battle against the Britishers. When we Indians have our very first battle against the Britishers, together, unitedly, when we shall fight against the Britishers, we see that there are not only farmers, there are not only these peasants who are participating in the revolt. इंडियन सोल्जर्स से लेके, इंडियन राजा से लेके, इंडियन जमींदार से लेके, इंडियन सिपॉइज, and along with these farmers, they shall participate all together in 1857. They shall unite together and fight against the Britishers. So as I told you, 1857 साल में actually revolt होता है. The revolt actually happens in 1857. But there are some causes to it. ये रिवोल्ट ऐसे ही एक साल में हो नहीं जाता है. तो ये रिवोल्ट के बहुत सारे कॉजेस हैं which lie some 100 years back. ये रिवोल्ट हम हार जाते हैं, इट्स अ फेलियर. तो हारे क्यों, रीजन क्या था फेलियर का, दैट इज व्हाट वी विल अंडरस्टैंड. एंड व्हाट आर द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस, इसके रिजल्ट्स क्या होंगे, दैट इज व्हाट वी विल अंडरस्टैंड. So first we'll begin with the causes of the revolt of 1857. So there were various reasons which led to the revolt of 1857. 1857 की जो लड़ाई होती है उसके बहुत सारे reasons थे. Which were those reasons? The very first one were the financial issues. We had various economic causes. Second one are the social causes. Third one is the political cause. Fourth one is the discontent amongst the Indian soldiers who were unhappy with the Britishers. And the last one is going to be an immediate cause to the revolt of 1857. It's just a spark before the huge war that is going to happen. So we shall begin with the very first cause of the revolt of 1857, and that is the economic cause. Talking about the economic cause, there were high taxes, okay, which the Indians were supposed to pay to the Britishers. When I talk about these high taxes, ये इतना ज्यादा टैक्स किसको पे करना पड़ता था, First were the farmers and the second are the Indian industries. इंडिया में रहने वाले जो फार्मर्स हैं उनको सबसे पहले ब्रिटिशर्स को बहुत हाई टैक्सेस पे करने पड़ते हैं, जिसकी वजह से उनको कोई प्रॉफिट नहीं मिलता है. ऑन द अदर हैंड देयर आर इंडियन इंडस्ट्रीज. इंडिया में जो छोटे छोटे कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज है, ये छोटे छोटे कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज को वापस हम देखते हैं कि टैक्सेस पे करने पड़ते हैं. फार्मर्स अगर इतना ज्यादा टैक्स ब्रिटिशर्स को पे करेंगे, then the whole agricultural system will collapse in India. इंडिया में जो पूरा एग्रीकल्चर सिस्टम, एज वी वेरी वेल नो टिल डेट, इंडिया को जो सबसे ज्यादा पैसा मिलता है, इट अर्न्स मनी from its agricultural business. Almost 70% businesses in India are related to agriculture and the industries related to agriculture. So if the farmers are supposed to pay high taxes to the Britishers, for sure the entire agricultural system in India will collapse. वो पूरा का पूरा खत्म हो जाएगा. If the Indian industries such as the textile industries and the handicraft industries, these are small cottage industries, if they are supposed to pay high taxes, then even these industries will get ruined, they'll get shut down. So what will happen अगर ये industries बंद हो जाती है, तो ये इंडस्ट्रीज में काम करने वाले जो आर्टिशियंस है, जो क्राफ्ट्समैन है, जो मजदूर लोग है, even they will get unemployed. So these were some of the economic causes which led to the revolts against the Britishers there. I hope you people have understood till here. There are no queries till here now. Fine. So I'll just show you the textbook now from where we are exactly studying. Where are we exactly? So we are here on the second page. We are studying the causes for the struggle of 1857. We just studied the economic causes. The whole answer lies here. Okay. So once you get that time, please go ahead and just read out this whole thing. We'll move on to the social causes now, to the next topic, which led to the revolt of 1857. Under the social cause, I want you people to look at this first line. When we talk about Britishers, they were shocked to see us Indians. जब भी Britishers India में आते हैं, they are just shocked to see us Indians. If you look at Britishers, they worship only one God, okay, and that to the Son of God, Jesus Christ. But when Britishers, they came to India, we Indians had a brochure of more than 33 crore gods and goddesses whom we used to worship. So Britishers, they started interfering into the culture, tradition and the customs of India. India का जो culture था, India के जो tradition और customs थे, रीति रिवाज जो थे, उनमें अभी Britishers interfere करना शुरू करते हैं. As I told you, when Britishers they came to India, they were shocked to see us Indians. Why were they so shocked to see us Indians? India में हम देखते हैं कि बहुत सारे customs, traditions और culture चलते हैं. For example, when they came to India and they went to the villages of India, they saw that there is a young lady who is being killed because her husband is dead. मैंने last time Sati explain किया था. So we see that the villagers used to kill innocent females whose husbands used to die. So such a practice of sati was being put to an end by the Britishers. So they introduced Sati Prohibition Act in India. If the female was, not being put to sati, अगर लड़की को अगर husband के साथ, जलाया नहीं जाता था, then such females were widows. And these widows were not allowed to get married for the rest of their lives. So that is why Britishers, they introduced Widow Remarriage Act. When we Indians saw such a thing, we did not like such social acts being introduced by Britishers. Britishers ये जो नए कानून लेकर आ रहे थे, Indians को लग रहा था कि ये लोग इंटरफेयर कर रहे हैं हमारे धर्म में, हमारे रीति रिवाज में, वो हमारे धर्म को भ्रष्ट करना चाहते हैं. And that is why we see that finally these Britishers, they'll face some tough revolts from the Orthodox Indians staying in India. That is the reason why we see that all these Orthodox Indians will later on participate in the revolt of 1857. So you will find this answer over here. Okay. Fine. We'll move on to the next part, and that is the political causes. We shall now understand the political reasons as to why did Indian rulers fight against the Britishers. Okay. In case if you have any queries, you guys can stay behind and the rest of the class can leave them.